You guys are still here? Let's keep going. Looks like we need to find the 1, 4, and 5 chord. I imagine if I pick a letter, that's number 1. And if I go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I could find the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I could find the 5. So from here on out, I would urge you to consider where the 1 is and what the Roman numerals are in general, okay? They're used throughout music all the time, and this is how you can boil 12 things down to just one thing, just knowing your numbers. And you can put any key over them. So you can see here that the whole project is just that, finding the 1, 4, and 5 in the 12 shades of music, right? The 12 keys. So if you don't know your Roman numerals, I put them all right here. At least the ones you'll need right now. There's some Rome stuff, an old Roman clock, very cool. So we can see that goes up to 12. Well, we really only need like 7, honestly. Maybe a guitar player, you might see fret numbers like that, but that's about it. Notice some are capital and some are lowercase, right? So the capital ones are going to be major. These ones right here, okay? And then these ones are minor, the lowercase ones. And this one's a diminished with the circle. Just remember circle means diminished. You won't mess it up. So you might be familiar with the 1, 4, 5, but being able to do this is how you would write a song, right? A lot of songs just use these 3 chords, believe it or not. And I want to be able to do that in different places too, right? See, that's where music gets fun. What if I turn my 5 into the 1 and go up again, again, and again? Turn my 4 into the 1. Who knows? It looks like in this one, we actually will be doing that, going from our 1 to 4 to 5, and then jumping to that 5 and starting there. So pay attention to the colors. It's always the 1, 4, 5 on this page. And I wouldn't move on until you can do these ones right here, okay? So we got our C chord. Up 4 steps. Well, that's going to be F. Up another whole step is G, and then back to our F. So it would be wise to consider the true distance between these notes. When I play a chord, looks like I already get the 5 for free. 1, 3, 5. And you know how to do your major triads now, right? You practice them. That's how easy those should be, just so you know. Oh, of course. There's no guessing, guys. You know them or you don't. I really don't want to hear it from the piano players because the guitar players have it way harder, okay? It takes a long time to see the triads on the guitar. So in here, we're going to... Well, let's make sure you can find the 4 right before we go on. Easy way to find the 4. There's 2 ways you can do it. It's going to be a half step from the 3. Always. That's quite a good exercise. Sounds like Van Halen. Half step from the 3 or a whole step from the 5. Okay? And as a beginner guitar player, don't stress. I know you can't see everything. I'm just learning how to see all of it. It takes a while, okay? Just enjoy the tabs. You're going to be way ahead of most people if you're starting with triads, I promise. So key of G, looks like we got both hands to do, so let's keep it balanced, piano player, so we can keep our hands even. I'm going to take that treble G and that bass G. G to the C to the D to the C. Then I'll go down to D. I'll try that. D to the G to the A to the G. So basically I can always feel 5, right? I can always feel where the 5 is. And I know the 4 is right next to me. 1 is home, and 4 and 5 are your best friends. They love to come over, okay? To come see you. And you can go to their house too. You guys are all friends. And if you want to really start thinking about the tricks of music, is that a 5? Or is it a 4? Is this a 4? Or is that a 5? Something to think about. We have a jam track to play with, a little challenge to see if you can do these in time. Go ahead and try A. Notice the key signatures we talked about in the beginning. That's why you don't see all the writing right here in the way. It looks real messy like that, so. Hopefully by the time you really got to worry about the key sig, you'll already be reading songs you like. Key of E, right by middle C. Triangle, triangle, curve, triangle. Key of B, curve, triangle, straight line, triangle, F sharp. Do you see how systematic it is? There's no thinking. You know where you're going to go if you practice these. These are like the bases on a baseball field. You go to first, you go to fourth, you go to fifth, you come home. All right? Isn't that how the game goes? Tip, a golden tip. Take it. The 1 chord gives us the 5. Yes. The 4 chord is always a whole step behind the 5. Yes. Roger that. Okay. Homework. Looks like you got to be able to tell me what the 5 of a chord is, or the 4 of a key, I should say. So like if we're in the key of F, let's find an F down here. Last one. What is the 4 of F? Let's see. And from here on out, don't be afraid to write songs with these chords. Got a B flat and a C. Well, the C is the 5. So back a whole step. There's my 4. It must be B flat. What's the 5 of A? There's A. A is 1, D is 4, E. I like the key of A. It's all triangles for those. These have fancy names, the 1, 4, 5. We don't have to get into the weeds about it right now. In time. All right. Guitar players, pay attention. These tabs are tough, okay? These, you won't be able to do these on your first try. They get me stuck sometimes too, just trying to read it all, trying to think and read and scroll at the same time. So I would practice each one of these. We're going to loop a few, okay? We'll spend the rest of the time doing that. All right, start your engines. Let's bring that tempo back down. And we are on a harmony assignment. And now, man, I had so much fun making this. You guys have no idea. The book was the hard part. None of the music stuff is the hard part. All right, here we go. Key of C. I'm going to go to 62 tempo. Go. To the F, to the G. So this one's pretty comfy on guitar. To the 1, to the 4, to the 5, to the 4. Key of G, go. out for that B string. Use your pinky. Remember, always counting, feeling those beats. All right, key of D. Look out for that 3 string sets now for my guitars. Ready, go. This one's tough. Spread out for this big shape. Bring it together. Grab the 2s. Okay. Key of A. Go. I'm trying to set those tempos so you have just enough time to find that success with a few tries, right? It's tough for me to decide what that tempo is too, but I think we're in the ballpark. If you're not pulling these off, stop. Practice. You don't know your triads. Practice, please. It's not going to get easier, okay? Practice from right here. Key of E. Go. What's interesting, because I need to practice, is very easy for me on piano. Very tough to do this on guitar sometimes. So we're all still practicing. All right. Key of B. Go. One more. Oh, sorry. A bunch more. Let's go a little faster. F sharp. Go. All right, I don't want to make the video too long. You finish up the last set, be able to do them just the same as those ones, okay? And if not, just rewind, try again. If you can't feel yourself getting better after a few tries, you know, maybe you're trying something too hard, or maybe you're doing something you don't actually want to do, right? But you're going to feel that growth in music. It happens it can happen overnight. You know, you can solve a music problem that you've been thinking about for years with one shape. I can't tell you how much that shape helps me see the guitar. And I think of it like a piano. Go figure. Maybe that's my problem. I'll see you in the next one.